If you aren't making a yeast starter yet, we assure you, it's a simple process. Grab a 2000 milliliter flask. This will give you enough headspace so the foam can't run everywhere. You'll also need 140 grams of DME and 1400 milliliters of water. Bring the water to a boil and stir in the DME. Be sure to stir until all the clumps are gone. Boil for a minimum of 10 minutes and be careful not to let it boil over. When you are done boiling, sanitize the flask, pour the wort in, cover loosely with aluminum foil, and chill everything to room temperature. Finally, pitch the yeast and place on the stir plate. We created a time lapse of a starter fermenting on the stir devil and highlighted some of the notable points. When setting the power, make sure there is a large vortex in the wort, but that there isn't much turbulence. You should gradually see a color change in the starter until the yeast activity peaks. This is noted by an abundance of foam. The foam will continue until the yeast multiply and convert sugar into alcohol and CO2. Once the foam has subsided, you'll know that the yeast have exhausted their food supply and are now going dormant. It is now time to either pitch the entire starter or put it in the fridge overnight so the yeast can settle to the bottom, which will allow you to decant the liquid off the top. This graph shows the specific gravity of two identical starters. The line in red represents the specific gravity versus time with the stir devil. The blue line shows the other starter, which was not placed on a stir plate. The stir devil drastically increased the fermentation rate, while the other starter still had not finished fully fermenting even after 105 hours. The difference is undeniable.